Jamie Smith hits ton with match heading for a draw. Glamorgan put on almost 700 runs on day 2, Cook with 200, who declared before Surrey showed they too could bat well on a tame Kia oval surface. Up to 45 without concern at the end of the day, and with the pitch looking quite flat, Surrey will be confident despite the run mountain they had to climb. Jamie Smith and Ryan Patel resumed and found that day 3 was just as kind, their approach patient. They were looking to take the sting out of the game first. The strategy was working. Smith up to 50 off 112 balls when he pushed Salter into the offside for 2. And with a Patel boundary stroked through the covers, they were up to 100 runs. He too would go to a half-century, sealed a few balls later with a hard-run single. He was fortunate that the throw slipped by the stumps at the non-striker's end. The openers kept going and looked serene and successful in their approach. The stand was threatening to get the whole way through the first session. But with the score up to 140, Patel had to go. He was caught by Lloyd at first slip as Byrom got one to grip. Lunch came at the end of the over, Amla now at the crease and hoping to follow in Patel's footsteps. The former South Africa international did just that. Surrey's fine start continued early in the afternoon session, 150 on the board soon. Both men found their feet with some post-lunch boundaries. He added 50 from 75 balls, the load shared well, the strike exchanged, and Glamorgan were prevented from generating any momentum. 3 balls later, with a single whipped into the leg side, Jamie Smith had his 100, scored off 189 balls. He was the man to take Surrey to 200. Douthwaite punched to the ropes off the back foot to reach the mark. Amla too was impressing, quickly into the 40s as the score headed towards 250. Smith fell before they could get there, caught down the leg side off the bowling of Byrom, out for 138, a new career best for the 21-year-old. Amla then found his way to 50, just 5 boundaries scored in his knock, but it had only taken him 77 balls to reach the mark. Surrey strolled into tea a few overs later, Pope with the final boundary of the session, the score up to 272 for 2. Another good session for the hosts. The evening brought more of the same, Ollie Pope now in the ascendancy, and he was taking the attack to Glamorgan. With a sumptuous drive off Hogan for 4, the third wicket duo was worth 50, and Surrey had now breached 300 runs. The England international was looking to impress before the Ashes, and he had the score he was looking for. His 7th 4 calmly stroked down to third man, 50 up off 85 balls. In the late September sun, Surrey looked serene. Pope rapidly catching up with Amla now, and soon they were up to 100 runs as a partnership. The veteran at the other end took them to 350 with a single off Hogan. But Pope looked back to his fluent best. He moved past Amla. An attacking array of shots saw the total grow even further, and the still quite substantial deficit tumble. He was punishing the bad balls, and when stumps was called with the light fading, they were trailing by 285. The score 387 for 2, but the match was almost certainly heading for a draw, with over 1,000 runs scored for the loss of just 8 wickets. Pope won't mind. Some form ahead of a big win to his priority, and he's got a great chance to sign off the season with 100. He needs just 5 more runs tomorrow morning.